Do you like looking up at the stars in your depression and pondering where it all went wrong? The skyline glazed in twilight, coated in a paint of auburn from the sleeping sun, and your dreams feel like they are just passing you by. Halcyon days feel they've come and gone, and you wonder when the next chance at a dream might be seized. Sounds a bit too realistic to me.
What about quarantine?
We are going back to 1998 to a time of bare-naked ladies, Pokemon's first episodes, Hurricane Mitch makes landfall in Central America, killing an estimated 11,000 people, and Billy Harrington was still alive and debuted into the gay porn industry.
Yeah, certainly come alright. At least it smells like it.
Outlaw Star is a good old-fashioned sci-fi adventuring anime. How sci-fi? Well, ships with arms are seen as the most powerful weaponry in the galaxy. It actually came out 3 months earlier than Cowboy Bebop, and I think it's somewhat fair to compare the two, as it's quite literally about a crew of outlaws/bounty hunters trying to scrap by in a dirty, metallic, human-driven future that looks like the tech from Metal Slug, yet they never seem to catch a break for 26 episodes. I don't think it's just coincidence either. They share the same production studio after all. Sunrise Production is known for pioneering the sci-fi of the late 80s and 90s space robot genre. We kind of fell out of that with Gurren Lagann. Gene Starwind and his buddy Jim are two boys who live on the frontier of humans' colonial expansion into space. They are full of dreams and aspirations, especially to go to space and become outlaws. You see, outlaws are these adventurers that you hire to do cheap and dangerous jobs. They're in demand because they work outside of the law. Gene and Jim run a jack-of-all-trades, do-it-all business where they fix tractors, shoot up dudes, hunt androids, and protect their actually gay benefactor and his interests.
I can't wait to see you in another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, well, in 2 or 3 years, I think I'll be someplace far, far away.
Well, then I'd just come after you to the edge of the universe if I had to. And who might this young lady be?
How do you do? My name is Melfina.
Yes, pleased to meet you.
They got a filler episode where Gene and crew are hired to wrestle a muscle lady in order to save Fred from not marrying her. Not because Fred's gay.
I'm telling you that I'm gonna have to get married to that hormonally challenged Amazon girl, okay? You gotta marry her?
But his family tradition is to marry the only woman in the universe that could crush his head like a watermelon. But also Fred's gay. The universe of Outlaw Star is one of the better yet less unique sci-fi settings. Looking at it, it's not so original on the surface level with the space station towns and the spaceships. It's still interesting to look at, but it's the small tech I grew to appreciate, like Gene's caster gun. Gene once crashes through a colony dome and it seals itself up with space gorilla glue. And not since Robotech Macross and Gunbuster have I seen an absurd usage of ships and robotics. Kinetic magic formed by ancient Chinese Taoism exists in this universe. Its greatest practitioners are the Chinese K-Pirates, which are one of the biggest illegal organizations in the universe. They are so powerful, no one tries to stop them because if they do, they get gooned real fucking quick, just like real life.
I knew I'd be treated unfairly by you security people, but I never thought I'd be accused of being a pirate by some fascist lizard.
The universe is policed by Galactic Security, which are a bunch of assholes. But then again, they are just on the outskirts of civilization trying to get a hold of lawless people. There is also the McDougal brothers. Outlaw Star is not a very linear type of show. The first 8 episodes are simply Gene dreaming and looking up at the sky, and shooting his gun with Jim giving him Navi Futaba tier advice.
It's strong, but there's just one. Don't get sloppy now.
Okay, got it.
Hilda is an outlaw that pretty much apprentices Gene into the outlaw trade after she hires him as muscle to defend her from assassins. She takes him into space for the first time since he was a kid along with the robot chick in order to fulfill a job. But Gene is kind of a bitch at first with his motion sickness, but really it's his underlying fear of being in space after his dad was killed in combat. Hilda starts to knock the cowardice out of Gene during their adventures. Bitch. Their final mission together was acquiring a stolen state-of-the-art ship, and once it got into the hands of Gene, he named it
the Outlaw Star.
Genuinely one of the better episodes in their space adventure arc is the episode where Jim meets a girl. Jim's kind of been the adult between him and Jean, and we finally get a glimpse of him letting down his guard for once and trying to hit on a girl he meets in the park with her cats. Turns out she was a secret Chinese assassin and her cats were talking to her telepathically. They have this space battle with the Outlaw star.
Gimme, Mata.
What are you so happy about?
Me? No reason.
Welcome to the future.
Transferring to autopilot mode.
A place where good guys finish last.
I'll make them wish they'd never been born.
A quick draw is the best defense.
Nothing personal, but I'm here to kill you.
And your wits are all you can count on. Shit.
There were art designs done by some of the most legendary old-timers in the industry, like Shoji Kawamori. It's the dude that did the Macross and Transformers robot design. The director was the same fellow who just quit his job directing for Crown Shin-chan. Because Outlaw Star is so experimental, though, it doesn't feel hindered by typical tropes and is more of a passion project. Gene isn't really likable and is extremely flawed with his immaturity and his lack of responsibility. He's really only carried by his skill and his confidence.
I got an idea. This ship ought to have some sleeping quarters. Why don't you and I just talk it over in bed?
Huh. Would I get anything out of it?
Huh?
He's not the best in the galaxy because he gets shot up all the time. He tries to take advantage of his relationship with Melfina, and he chooses to use his money for dumb reasons, which leads them even into more poverty. That's just kind of what I expect and like about him, actually, is that he's just not perfect. He's an outlaw. You could see a lot of space dandy here too, with the womanizing and the big galactic empire being outwitted by just coincidence of our hero. If you do choose to pursue a path down this dandy space adventure, I'm confident you'll still find something of value along the way.
Big, huge milkers and huge, big milk.
Hell, content from the show has been stuck in my brain for the last 20 years and probably will be until I'm fucking dead.
A boy has the right to dream.
What is this perspective? Also, the ending music and pictures are so strange. It always felt so haunting to me to see these pictures of girls with this futuristic tech over the peculiar song. It said that the pictures were commissioned from some small-time artist the staff really liked the work of. They asked him to make something unique for the ending. He drew up the first 5 pictures in 2 weeks listening to the ending songs. These big-eyed women with these soft looks surrounded by tech really creeps me out, but I really dig it. Since I was a kid, the idea of technology taking over and making it cold and metallic always makes me feel kinda sad. Maybe it's why I hate robots so much. I gotta say, I'm sick of these movies trying to make me feel sympathetic towards these soulless monsters. I swear if we ever get robots in the real world while I'm still alive, I'm smashing those motherfuckers up. Outlaw Star does excel at the subjects that it does choose to explore though. Gene and Jim's entire stories revolve around taking responsibility and growing up. I mean, there's even episodes where older people are just fulfilling their dreams and dying for them. There is something about this show, though, that makes me feel so hopeful. Maybe it's just Gene looking up at the sky and you could see a hint of regret or sadness. Something that makes him feel like he's wasting his time and running away from his responsibilities.
It's nice to look up at the sky and all, but let's watch where we're stepping.
Most people just don't have a direction or a goal in their lives besides just getting by until you're dead in the ground. And even if you do know what you want to do, how far can you go? What are the steps that you can take? And do you even have the resources to reach it? As the show said,
a boy has the right to dream, for those endless possibilities are stretched out before him. We must remember, all men were once boys.
Hey, thanks for watching. At this point, I'm at 163 subs. That's pretty neato. I also got this Discord here if you want to drop by and bully me in real time. Hell, you might catch me in there watching some anime, and maybe you too could be in the next video. I'm always looking for recommendations as well, so hit me up. And remember to stay cute and stay happy and keep dreaming.